welcome to my channel again. My name is Dr. David Frederick Amakobe. I am an organizational structure and behavior consultant. I'm coming to you from African Wood in Delaware, USA. Today I am going to discuss something that concerns everybody who is either in business or trying to get into business, and that is choosing a business partner. When you choose a business partner, you are choosing somebody that you are going to be working along with to achieve your mission and your goals. So you don't just go out and pick somebody because they are your friend or they are your relative, or that they have resources that you need. Because I always talk about in organizational structure and behavior, we discuss the impact individuals, groups, the structure and processes have on behavior within organizations. And as you start an organization, the choice of the partner will determine the culture in the organization. In that case, you need to bring in somebody, or you need to partner with somebody who has complementary strengths and to yours. Basically, you need to know your strengths and weaknesses and go out to market to find somebody who complements them. You don't want to duplicate your strength. You don't want to have gaps. You need to fill gaps in your strength and remove the weaknesses. So when you're bringing in a partner, you're bringing in a partner that should be able to have the things you don't have. As we emphasize trade between the US and Africa, it's the same thing. When you're choosing a partner either in Africa or in the US, you are looking for a partner that will complement your strengths and strengthen your weaknesses. And as you would choose any other resource, choosing a partner should take time. You should take time and be thoughtful about it. The first thing, of course, you must have shared goals and values. If you do not have shared goals and values, you can't work together. It's not possible. It's not. So you may have a different perspective as to how to attain those goals and values, but you should have them. The goals and values should be a constant between you and your business partner. And I've said before, you start a business as an individual, and then you become a team. And that team determines the behavior in your organization. You'll put processes in place, you'll put structures in place, but if the people don't adhere to the processes or the structures, then you are starting on a very weak foundation. So there are individuals, you and your partner and the employees your partners and your employees you bring in, and they are the groups that create either professional groups or social groups that will form in the organization, in the company, in the business. Groups will form. Human beings are social human beings. So you must be aware that groups will form within your business. And it's up to you as the founder to ensure that the raw materials, that the people you bring in will form the groups that you would like to be formed, so that your mission and vision is achieved, whether you be there or not there. And that goes to making sure that the values they bring in and the goals they bring in are similar to yours, or they be able to assimilate to your goals. And so basically, your partner should complement your strengths. Then they should have shared goals and values. Obviously, they should be easy to talk to. You can never know whether somebody has the same values and goals if they are not be able to communicate and articulate them to you. Like you should be able to communicate. The only way human beings communicate is know or relate is by communication. Communication may be verbal, communication may be non-verbal, but that emotional connection should be there for you to be able to work together. Always, people think that an engagement for marriage is a commitment to marry. No, an engagement is something like an exploratory phase where you think to see whether a marriage is possible. That is your time before the last ramp out of that. So it's the same thing as checking out on a partner, a business partner. You must have a time when you test to see whether their goals are similar to yours, their values are similar to yours, their strengths complement your strengths, and that there are no gaps with strengths that are required to achieve your vision or mission when you two or three are together. So they must be easy to talk to. Your partners must be easy to talk to. They must be able to communicate calmly how they feel, where they want to go, how they want to go there, so that you can be able to gauge whether you can work together. There's no point having an abrasive person when you're a calm person and you can't take it. If you can't communicate with them, if you can't talk to them, then however other strengths they may have, that's a non-starter. They must also be trustworthy. The word must stand for something. If you see a partner not honor a simple thing, like if you take out a partner to play a game of golf and they report a wrong score, it looks simple. But if they can tell a lie for something that is not going to benefit them, what about when it comes to benefiting them? So taking out a prospective partner to a golf game and just playing and watching to see how they report their strokes, whether they lose a ball and drop another quietly. Those things are telltales of non-trustworthiness, or dropping a business partner or a colleague just because now they don't need them, or they think they don't need them. So if you see them doing something untold to somebody, they will do it to you. So trustworthiness should permeate your partner, or you should be able to stand their untrustworthiness, in which case maybe you are not also trustworthy. So a business partner must show trustworthiness. You must be able to trust them with your business, with your vision, with your mission. And they must be able to return the same result as you would. Different way, but they would do that. They should honor their word. Their word must be their bond. If at any one time you see that they are being untrustworthy, to somebody else, no, they will be untrustworthy to you. So it's time to run. However lucrative or however good the proposition might look, it boils down to, can you trust your partner? Can you trust the people you are working with? If you can't trust them, and you have to lock everything, you have to basically check, cross-check, and do everything. Every time they bring you something to sign, you must go through every point, every line. If you have that kind of partner, you may need to leave out. Even as a vendor, if your vendors are such that you must cross-check and check everything from them, then maybe you need to change your vendors. Then maybe you need to change, because processes and structures are only as good as the people who work within them. And they must be willing to adhere to the processes and to live within the structure. However good a structure may be, however good a process may be, if the people inside are untrustworthy, it doesn't mean a thing. So, choosing a business partner, trustworthiness with small things tells you they will be trusted with big things. Okay? And then we come to knowledge of the industry. They should know the industry you are in, or if they don't know, they must be willing to learn. Okay? Competencies can be learned. Okay? But there must be willingness to learn. And they must appreciate those who know. They must listen. So knowledge of industry is a big issue, but with the caveat that if the partner is willing to learn, that's a good, and they understand that they have to learn, they have to listen to the experts in the field, they can come along. If they are not willing to learn, and if they don't appreciate the experts in that industry, then maybe you will be making a mistake if you pick that such a person as a partner. Secondly, people who have confidence in themselves have confidence in others. If somebody doesn't have confidence in themselves and only have confidence on people they don't know, as soon as they learn you, they get closer to you, they will realize that you are just a human being, and they will lose confidence. Partner must have the knowledge of the industry, but also must be a lifetime learner, and be appreciative of the people with knowledge in the industry. They must have the ability to learn from the industry, from people, and they must appreciate the people who have the knowledge in the industry. Okay, they must also be, this is iffy because asking for experience, sometimes the younger entrepreneurs may not have the experience, so that's not, to me, experience in the industry is not really much, is not like a deal breaker, because experience just depends on how long you've been around. Some people are young, so they don't have the experience, but they are starting. You can't stop them so that they can go have experience, and they can't experience unless they are given an opportunity to do or to have an experience. But the ability to bring new business just goes back also to the ability to communicate and be easy to talk to. So bringing in business means talking to prospects, talking to people. And if somebody is not able to communicate well to other people, then they will not be able to bring in new business. And if they can't bring in new business, then your partnership won't. So that's another one there. Bringing new business depends on their connections, the ability to make, create, and build connections with other people. They must have connections. And then lastly, they must be financially stable. Financial stability, either they must be able to contribute some resources as you go along. We have said that your business partner must share goals and values with you, must complement your strength. That means you must start by assessing your strengths and weaknesses. After you know your strengths and weaknesses, then you know what kind of competencies you are going out to market for. And then they must be trustworthy. And trustworthiness, I've said, comes from people's ability to trust themselves. The confidence. People without confidence in themselves will always not trust other people who they know, because they have this image in their mind that certain people should be this way and then they can't be that way, so that's why they don't have confidence. So they must have confidence in themselves, and they must be trusted. They must be trustworthy with small things for you to be able to trust them with your passion. And they must have competency in a field or be willing to learn from experts and appreciate the experts. Lifetime learners are good, and people who respect others is good. But as I said, respect comes from confidence in oneself. And then they must be able to bring in business, and bringing in business comes from having connections, developing connections. So, as I've said, we like our clients to choose their partners wisely. And choosing partners wisely means choosing partners who complement their strength and minimize their weaknesses. That means the person who is going out to look for a partner should assess their strengths and weaknesses before they know what they are going to market for. And that an untrustworthy partner is reason for failure. So however much money or however knowledge, however reasons they bring in, if they are not trustworthy, you need to be able to just let it go. Even if you have invested how much time or how many resources, those resources are worthy. Education is expensive, so you learn, you live and learn. And if you find that your partner is untrustworthy, you need to cut and run. If you find that they don't have confidence in themselves, understand that when they get to know you closely, they will not have confidence in you as well. So you need to leave them out. Competency can be learned, but communication, the ability to talk, to communicate, articulate their issues clearly, will make them be able to bring in business. And that means they communicate and build relationships. People who use others and damn them don't build relationships and will not be good in business. So remember, your business master should complement your strength, should have the same goals and values as you, should be easy to talk to, should be trustworthy, should have knowledge of the industry or be able to learn the knowledge and respect the people in the industry who they learn for, and they be lifetime learners. Experience is good, but not crucial. They must be able to bring in new business. But bringing new business means having connections, and having connection means building a relationship with people. Financial stability is okay, but that can be built. That is all I had to discuss today. Choosing a business partner is crucial. And hope you gained something from this video. We'll see you in the next one when we talk about something that is more pressing again.